Paper number 8. Paper number 8, question number 1. It is based on letter series AC, DG, HL, MR, and what should be the next one? Now, in these letter series type of questions, always write one below the other. AC, DG, HL, and MR. Then what should be the next one? Then find out the relation between the first letters. A and D. What is the difference here? Plus 3. B, C, and D are the 3 letters. The value of A is 1, D is 4. 1 plus 3 is 4. And similarly, the difference between D and H, D plus 4, 4 and 8. Next one, H and M. Here the difference is plus 5. Plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. And the next difference must be plus 6. The value of M is 13 plus 6 is 19. 19th letter is S. 19th letter is S. Then coming to the second one. C and G, the value of C is 3 and G is 7. 3 plus 4 is 7. G is 7, L is 12. 7 and 12, the difference between these two letters is plus 5. L is 12 and R is 18. 12 plus 6 is 18. Then check out the difference here. Plus 4 plus 5 plus 6. And the next difference must be plus 7. The value of R is 18. 18 plus 7 is 25. 25th letter is Y. And it is given in choice 4. First letter is differed by 3, 4, 5, 6. And second letter is differed by 4, 5, 6, and 7. SY is the answer, choice 4. Then question number 2. Now in the second one, how many such pairs of letters are there in the word disturbs? Disturbs, each of which has as many pairs. Now D, I, S, T, U, R, B, and S. Isn't it? T, U, R, B, S. Then D to S. Now if you check out here from starting from with D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Any letter matching here? Now starting from D, the first letter, we are counting the next letters. So D, next one is E, F, G, H, I, J, K. None of the letter is matching, hence no pairs. Then starting with I, J, K, L, M, N, O. No letter is matching. Next one S, S and T. Now if you observe here S and T, there is no letter in this word between S and T. In the alphabetical order also, we do not have any letter. Hence S and T forms a pair. S, T, U. S, T and U. Between S, T and U, S and U, there is one letter in this word. In the alphabetical order also, we have only one letter. Hence S and U forms a pair. S, T, U, V, W, X, T and U. And T and U again. Now, so between T and U, these two are consecutive letters. Hence this forms a pair. And T, U, V, W and R, S, T. Hence from left hand side to right hand side, there are only 3 such pairs. Again, from the right hand side to left hand side, because both forward and backward directions is given. Starting with S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, and B, C, D, E, F, G, H, no letter is matching. Then R, S, and T. Now if you observe here between R and T, there is only one letter here. In the alphabetical order also will have only one letter. Hence as of now, how many we got? 4 such pairs. Now the only choice left over is choice 5, that is more than 3. Choice 5 is the answer. Now this is about question number 2. The next one. Next question number 3. Now in this question number 3, 3, 4 and 5. Now in this 3, 4 and 5, what is information here? Each of the 6 friends A, B, C, D and F earns a different amount per month. D earns more than only E and F. As D is more than E and F, how many persons are there? There are 6 persons. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And these are the 6 persons. Now this D earns more than only E and F. That means D is, what should the position of this D? Now this D is more than E and F. Hence E or F can be on the 5th and the 6th positions in any order. And D is more than only E and F. C earns more than B. C is more than B, but lesser than A. C earns more than E, lesser than A. And the remaining 3 persons A, C, B must be in this order. Hence A must be at the first place, and C is the second position, and B is the third position. Then E does not earn the minimum, as E cannot be at the 6th place. Hence E at the 5th place, and F is at the last place. Clear now? Now this is how these 6 persons are earning. Then the one who earns the second highest earns 99. Now the second highest is what? C, and he is earning around 99, and D earns 68,000. Now this D is 68,000, and the one who ends in 68,000. Then question number 3, who among the following possibly earns 1 lakh? Possibly earns 1 lakh means more than 99. Who is that person? A could be that the only possibility for this A. Then question number 4. Now in this question number 4, how many people earn more than B? Yes, so how many persons earn more than B? There are 2 persons, A and C. That is choice 3. Question number 4, choice 3. Then question number 5, which of the following amounts correctly represent the possible amount earned by B? And possible amount earned by B means in between 68 and 99. In between 68 and 99, what is the element here? What is the choice? Only between 68 and 99 and 72,000. This is the only possible answer. Choice 5. Hence question numbers 3 to 5. 5, 3 and 5 are the choices to these 3 questions. Done with the first 5. Then question number 6 onwards. Now question number 6 to 10. These 5 questions are based on syllogisms, isn't it? Then question number 6. Now some oceans are rivers. Some of the oceans are rivers. First I am drawing the basic diagram. Some of the oceans or rivers can be represented like this. This is ocean and this is river. Some oceans are rivers. All rivers are lakes. All these rivers are what? Lakes. And some seas are oceans. Some of the seas are oceans. This is how we can able to represent the 3 statements in this basic diagram. First conclusion, all oceans are lakes. Yes, all oceans are lakes. What can we say about this one? Only some oceans are lakes is true. All oceans are lakes is false. And the next one, some lakes are rivers. Lake is here, river is here. All rivers are lakes means some lakes are rivers is true. Then what is your answer here? Only 2 follows. Only 2, and it is given in choice 2. Question number 6, it is choice 2 is the answer. Then coming to question number 7. Now in the 7th one, all papers are exams. All these papers are exams can be represented like this. All these papers are exams. Next one. All papers are exam, no exam is a job. Hence we cannot intersect these two, no exam is a job. And all jobs are payments. All these jobs are what? All jobs are payments. Now this is the basic diagram to this one. Then question number 7, the first one is a possibility. First, in these type of questions, we should finalize the definite conclusions. Then only we should come for possible conclusions. Then the first one is a possible conclusion and the second one is definite conclusion. No paper is a job. As no paper is a job is true. Now sir, no paper is a job, is it true? All jobs are papers means no paper is a job will be, isn't it? Now no paper is a job. Now paper is a job, these are papers, isn't it? And whatever this one, this P stands for what? This P stands for payment. And now in this one, no paper is a job is definitely true. As of now, the second conclusion is true. And the second one is what? Negative conclusion. As a negative conclusion is true, to make this one false, now we should draw the complementary pair, alternate diagram. What is the complementary pair to this one? No job is, no paper is job, and some papers are jobs. Now tell me whether I can represent this paper and job like this? No. If we write paper like this, then only no job is a paper will be false, but whereas we cannot able to draw like this. Why? Because the statement is there, no paper is a job. If you write like this, then no exam is a job will be false. And statement invalid, alternate diagram cannot be drawn, and the second conclusion will be true forever. Then coming to the first one, some papers are payments is a possibility. Some papers are payments means tell me whether I can draw my payment like this or not, isn't it? Because this no is in between which two? Exam and job, and there is no condition on this statement, payment. Now I am extending my payment like this. If I extend my payment like this, then some papers or payments is possible. Then what is your answer here? Both the conclusions follow, and it is given in choice 2. Both 1 and 2, choice 2 is the answer, question number 7. Then 8th one. Now in question number 8, all patents are trademarks. All these patents are what? All patents are trademarks. All patents are trademarks. Some trademarks are logos. Some trademarks are logos. Some logos are designs. Some logos are designs. Then first one is a possibility. Second one, all trademarks are patents. All trademarks are patents is false. All patents are trademarks is true. all trademarks are patents is false. Then coming to the first one, some patents are designs. Some patents are designs is possible or not? Now this design, now I am drawing like this. Tell me whether I can draw like this or not. If I draw like this, hence it is possible. Hence only conclusion 1 follows and it is given in choice 1. Question number 8, choice 1 is the answer. Done with this? Then 9th one. Now question number 9. Some oceans are rivers. Some of the oceans or rivers can be represented like this. Some oceans are rivers. All rivers are lakes. All these rivers are lakes. And some seas are oceans. Some seas are oceans. This is a basic diagram. Then first conclusion, some seas are lake. Sea here, lake here, no intersection between these two, that is false. And coming to the next one, no sea is a lake. Lake here, sea is here, definitely true. Now the second conclusion is true and it is a negative conclusion. To make this one false, now we should prove its complementary pair. What is a complementary pair to this no sea is lake, some seas are lake? That means tell me whether I can draw my lake like this or not. Lake and sea we can able to intersect, isn't it? Hence alternate diagram proven, previous conclusion will be false. After making the previous conclusion false, then check out whether the affirmative conclusion which was false earlier in the basic diagram has become true or not. Now the affirmative conclusion, the first one, that is some seas or lakes has become true now because we have extended our sea and lake like this. Now the first one has become true. When the second one is true, first one is false. When the second is false, first is true. Hence between these two, only one must follow and it is either 1 or 2, that is choice 4. Question number 9, choice 4 is the answer, either 1 or 2. Then coming to question number 10, all patents are trademarks. All these patents are what? All patents are trademark. Next one, some trademarks are logos and some logos are designs. Some of the logos are designs. Then first one, some designs are trademark, design and trademark, that is false. And the next one, no logo is a patent. No logo is a patent, that is true. No logo is a patent because logo is here, patent is here. Again the second conclusion, negative conclusion which is true. To make this one false, now we should prove its complementary, some logos are patent. Now tell me whether I can draw my logo like this or not, we can extend like this. If you draw logo like this, then some no logo is a patent will be false because we have proven some logos are patents. Alternate diagram proven, previous conclusion is false. After making the previous conclusion false, now check out the affirmative conclusion which was false earlier has become true or not. If it is true, then it is either or. If it is not, then it is neither nor. Then coming to this one, some designs are trademark. Now also design and trademark has become false. Now it is not true. Then what is your answer here? Neither 1 nor 2 and it is given in choice 1. Done with this? Now this is about question number 6 to 10, syllogisms. Then 11 to 15. Now in these question numbers 11 to 15, what is information given here? Now it is based on 7 people, J, K, L, M, N, O and P live on separate floors of a 7-floor building. 7-floor building, ground floor is numbered 1 and first floor is numbered 2 and so on until the topmost floor is number 7, isn't it? And first floor is number 1 and so on and the topmost is number 7. Then only 3 people and each one of them works for a different bank. UCO, PNB, Dena Bank, SBI and so on. It is 7 persons living on 7 different floors of a building and each of them is working in a different bank, isn't it? Then conditions, 3 people live between the one who works for Dena Bank and P. Now we should start from this one. How many persons are in between Dena Bank and P? Now there are 3 persons in between Dena Bank and P. Then first condition. Now in this, whenever this floor arrangement is given, always fix the floor at the center. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1, isn't it? Then tell me how many possibilities do we have to this P and the Dena Bank. Whenever this floor arrangement is given, always fix the floors at the center. Then what is the first information, tell me here? The first information is only 3 people live between the one who works for Dana Bank and P. P and Dana Bank, there must be exactly 3 people. And the one who works for Dana Bank lives above P. That means Dana Bank, and in between these two, 3 floors must be there and P must be below this one. And the one who works for Canara Bank lives immediately below P. As Canara Bank lives immediately below P, hence P cannot be on the first floor. Do you agree with this one or not? P cannot be on the first floor because Canara Bank must be below this one. Hence P cannot be on the first floor, hence I am taking the possibility. P can be either on the second floor or P can be either on the third floor. Because between 3 people between Dana Bank and P. As P is 3 people means 1, 2, 3. Hence Dana Bank must be on the 6th floor. Now this is case 1. Then in case 2, as P is here, now the person who is working in Dana Bank must be in 3 persons between these two, hence Dana Bank must be on the top floor. Isn't it? Hence how many possibilities do we have? We have only 2 possibilities. Then the one who works for Dana Bank lives above P. The one who works for Canara Bank lives immediately below P. Canara is immediately below P. Hence in case 1, Canara Bank must be on floor number 1, and in case 2, the person working in Canara Bank must be on floor number 2. Then only 2 people live between P and J. Only 2 people live between P and J. In case 1, J must be on the 5th floor, and in case 2, J must be on the 6th floor. Only 2 people live between P and J. And the one who works for P and B lives immediately above the one who works for UCO Bank. The one who works for P and B. P and B is immediately above the one who works for UCO Bank. Hence P and B and UCO Bank must be together. Isn't it? P and B, the one who works for P and B, lives immediately above the one who works for UCO Bank. And J does not work for P and B. As J does not work for P and B cannot be at this place. Here P and B cannot be at this place. Are you following this one or not? J cannot be this one. And UCO Bank and P and B must be together. Hence how many possibilities do we have, tell me? And UCO Bank is what? O works for UCO Bank. As O works for UCO Bank, tell me the different possibilities. P and B cannot be at this place. P and B cannot be on floor 6. P and B cannot be on floor 5. Then tell me P and B cannot be on floor 2. Isn't it? Because if P and B is on floor 2, then UCO Bank must be on floor 1, which is not possible. Then tell me whether P and B at this place or not, floor 3. P and B cannot be on floor 3 as well. Why? If P and B is on floor 3, then UCO Bank must be on floor 2. And UCO Bank, who is that person working in UCO Bank? O, but not P. Hence, P and B cannot be on floor 3. Hence, P and B cannot be on any one of these floors except floor number 4. Are you following this one or not? P and B must be here. If P and B is here, then UCO Bank will be here. If UCO is here, and who is that person working in UCO? O must be at this place. Then coming to case 2, P and B cannot be here, and P and B cannot be here, cannot be here. Can be either on 5th floor or 4th floor. Out of which if you take P and B on the 4th floor, then UCO Bank must be on the 3rd floor. But whereas P is on the 3rd floor, but whereas O must work in UCO Bank. Hence, this P and B cannot be on the 5th floor. Hence, P and B cannot be on the 4th floor. P and B must be on the 5th floor. And the person who is working in the UCO Bank must be on the 4th floor, and is none other than O. Done with this? Now this has been finalized. And J does not work for P and B. We have taken that information as well. And the next information is N lives immediately below the one who works for SBI. Now, N is immediately below the one who works for SBI. Now, these two must be together, SBI and N. And the one who works for SBI lives on an odd number floor. SBI is an odd number floor. Either it could be 1, 3, 5, 7, odd number floor. Out of which, in case 1, this SBI cannot be on the 1st floor because Canara Bank is already on the 1st floor. And 3, 5 or 7. And 3 cannot be because UCO Bank is already there on the 3rd floor. Hence, for this one SBI, either it could be 5th floor or on the 7th floor. Isn't it? If you take 5th floor here, SBI on the 5th floor, then N will be on the 4th floor. There is a possibility or not? Isn't it? SBI and this one. Or 7th floor SBI, N can be on the 6th floor. There are 2 possibilities for this SBI and N, either on the 5th floor or on the 7th floor. Isn't it? and only 2 people works for SBI and K. If you take SBI at this place on the 5th floor, then N will be at this place, then only 2 persons between SBI and K must be on the 2nd floor, which is not possible. Are you following this one or not? We have SBI can be either on the 5th floor or on the 7th floor. If you take SBI on the 7th floor, then 2 persons between SBI and K, then K must be on the 2nd floor, which is not possible because P is already there on the 2nd floor, isn't it? Hence, SBI cannot be on the 5th floor, SBI must be on the 7th floor. If SBI on the 7th floor and N must be immediately below this one, N must be on the 6th floor. And between SBI and K, how many persons should be there? 2 persons. Hence, K must be on the 4th floor. Done with this? Where should this K? K must be on the 4th floor. Then coming to the second possibility. Now, SBI can be, now in this one SBI cannot be on the 7th floor and cannot be on the 5th floor, hence must be on the 3rd floor, isn't it? Or on the 1st floor. If you take SBI on the 3rd floor, SBI is here, then 2 persons between SBI and K and J must be on the same, which is not possible. Hence, SBI cannot be on the 3rd floor. Can you take SBI at this place? The leftover is SBI on the 1st floor. If SBI is on the 1st floor, then 2 persons between SBI and K, hence O and K must be on the same floor, which is not possible. Hence, the second case is completely ruled out, isn't it? Because there is no place left for this SBI and K. Hence, we are left with only one case, and L does not live on the lowermost floor. As L does not live on the lowermost floor, hence L will be on the topmost floor. If L is on the topmost floor, then who is the person left over? J, K, L, M. M must be on the ground floor, that is the 1st floor. And P does not work for Allahabad Bank. As P is not Allahabad Bank, then J works with Allahabad Bank. If J works with Allahabad Bank, then what is the bank left over here? Indian Bank. Now, this P works in Indian Bank, that was on floor number 2. Clear now? This is how these 7 persons are staying on 7 different floors of a building and they are working in different banks. Then, question number 11. Now, in this question number 11, who among the following lives on floor number 2? As tell me who is the person living on floor number 2? P. P, that is given choice to 11th one. Then question number 12. Now, in this 12, how many people live between the floors on which N and the one who works for Indian Bank live? N and Indian Bank. N and Indian Bank, how many persons are there? There are 3 persons. Who are those 3? J, K and O. There are 3 persons, it is given choice to. Then question number 13. Who lives on the floor immediately below J? Immediately below J, K, that is choice 5. Then question number 14. Which of the following statements is true with respect to the given information? With respect to M, as per the given information. M lives on the topmost floor, that is false because M is on the ground floor. M works for PNB, that is also false. The one who lives immediately above M works for SBI, that is also false. M lives on floor number 1, definitely true. Then what is your answer here? Choice 4. Then question number 15. Who among the following works for Allahabad Bank? As who is the person working for Allahabad Bank? J. J, that is choice 1. Now, this is about question numbers 11 to 15. Done with these 5? Then 16 to 20. Now, in this question number 16. Now, 16 to 20, what is the information given here? All these questions based on what? Based on data sufficiency. Now, 16th one, among bags M and O, P, Q and R. How many are there? There are 6 bags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. There are 6 bags. And what is the question here? Then which is the heaviest? Which is the heaviest means now we need to find out the bag which comes at the first position. Then only 2 bags are lighter than Q. As only 2 bags are lighter than Q, then what should the position of this Q? Q must be at the 4th place. And the bags which are at the 5 and the 6 are the only 2 bags which are lighter than Q. Only 2 bags are lighter than Q. N is heavier than P. Whatever this N is heavier than P, but not the heaviest. N is heavier than P, but not the heaviest. But not the heaviest means N cannot be at the first place. N cannot be at the first place. And M is heavier than O. M is heavier than O. but lighter than P. M is heavier than O but lighter than P. M is heavier than O but lighter than P. And the remaining persons must be N, P, M, O must be in this order. As N cannot be at the first place, isn't it? Then what should be the order here? N will be here, M and P and O. Then which bag is left over? R is left over. And this R comes at the first place. Are we getting the answer or not? We are getting a unique answer that R is the heaviest. Hence, 1 alone is sufficient. Then, as 1 alone is sufficient, then we should check out whether with the help of 2 alone also, whether we are getting the answer or not. With the help of 2 alone also, if you are getting the answer, then either 1 or 2 will be the choice. Then, condition number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 are the 6 bags in this. P is lighter than only 2 bags. As P is lighter than only 2 bags, P must be at the third place. P is lighter than only 2 bags. And Q is heavier than M. Q is heavier than M but lighter than N. Q, M, N. This is the order. M is not the lightest, M cannot be here. As M cannot be here, then what could be the order here? N, Q, M can be like this, isn't it? Or N, Q, M can be like this. Then what is left over here? Either N can be the heaviest or the remaining R or S can also be the heaviest, isn't it? R and what is the other thing left over? R or O can be the heaviest. Hence, we are getting more than one answer here. Hence, 2 alone is not sufficient. Only 1 alone is sufficient choice. Choice 2. The data in statement 1 alone are sufficient but not 2 alone. Choice 2 is the answer. 16th one, choice 2. Then 17. Now, in this question number 17, among 6 people, A, B, C, D, E and F are standing around a circular table facing the center. Now, in this one, how many persons are there? There are 6 persons facing the center, isn't it? 6 persons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this is how these 6 persons are facing the center. And the question is about what is the position of D with respect to A. D with respect to A. What is the position of D with respect to A? Then condition number 1, only 2 people between D and C. Among these 6 persons, only 2 people between D and C is nothing but they are opposite to each other. Only 2 people between D and C. D is an immediate neighbor of both E and B. As D is an immediate neighbor of both E and B, E can be either to the left hand side, then B will be to the right hand side. Or if E is to the right hand side of D, then B will be towards left hand side. And so how many possibilities do we have? We have some 2 possibilities. And A is an immediate neighbor of both E and C. As A is an immediate neighbor of both E and C, A will be at this place. Then who is the person left over here? F is the person left over, F is the person left over. Hence, with the help of condition number 1, we are getting 2 different possibilities. And the question is about what? And what is the position of D with respect to A? Now, in case 1, isn't it? Now, this is case 1 and this is case 2. Now, in case 1, the position of D is second to the right. And in case 2, the position of D is second to the left. Second to the right, second to the left, there are 2 possibilities. Hence, condition number 1 alone is not sufficient. Are you getting the answer or not? 1 alone is not sufficient because you are getting 2 answers. D can be either second left of A or second right of A. Then, condition number 2. F stands second to the right of D. F is seated second to the right of D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If D is here, F stands second to the right of D. F is an immediate neighbor of both B and C. F is an immediate neighbor of both B and C. Either B can be towards right hand side of F or towards left hand side of F. Now, D is here, F is second to the right of D, and B can be to the left hand side and C will be here. And A and E are immediate neighbors of each other, and that information is not at all required. Anyhow, we have that the remaining 2 persons, if A is here, E will be here, or if A is here, E will be here. Here also, if A is here, E will be here, or if A is here, E will be here. Then the position of A itself is not clearly determined, isn't it? Hence, the position of D with respect to A, in this case, either immediate right or second to the right. In this case, immediate right or second to the right. Are we getting 2 different answers or not? Hence, 2 alone is not sufficient. 1 alone not sufficient, 2 alone is not sufficient, then by combining these 2. If you combine these 2, yes, if you combine these 2, then 1, now I am combining the second statement in the first statement. Now, these are the two possibilities for condition number 1. Now, F stands second to the right of D. F is standard second to the right of D. Now, now in this case 1, F is standing second to the right of D. But as here, F is second to the left of D, hence this case is ruled out. As this case is ruled out, now I was left with only one case. Then what is the position of D with respect to A? Second right. Am I getting the answer or not? Finally, I was left with only one case. Hence, D is second to the right of A. Hence, what is your answer here? Both the statements are required. Then choice 2 is the answer. Done with this? Now, question number 17, it is choice 2. By taking both the statements, we can able to determine that D is seated second to the right of A. Only one answer. Then 18th one. Now, in this question number 18, what is the question here? What is the position of M in a straight line of 13 people? Total number of persons were 13 and all are facing towards north, clearly given. O stands second from the left end of the line. O is seated second from the left end of the line. And only one person between N and O. Only one person between N and O, N must be the fourth from the left end. And only 4 people between N and J. 4 people between N and J, and this J will be right hand side of N only. 4 people between N and J, 3 people between J and M. As 3 people between J and M, M can be here or 1, 2, 3, M can be here. If you take M at this place, how many persons are there? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Isn't it? M can be 13th position or M can be 5th from the left hand side. Are you getting two different answers or not? Position of M. Now, this M can be either at the 5th place or at the 13th place from the left. As you are getting two different answers, hence one alone is not sufficient. Then coming to the 2 alone. M does not stand exactly at the center of the line, which implies that M cannot be at the 7th place. And P stands third from the left end of the line. P stands third from the left end of the line, P will be here. P stands third from the left end of the line. Only 6 people between P and S. 6 people between P and S, 3, 4, 5, 6 and S will be here. What is the position of S here? 10th place. S will be at this place. Only 2 people between S and M. As only 2 people between S and M, M can be at this place or M can be at this place. How many possibilities do we have? 2 possibilities. And out of which one information clearly given. M does not stand exactly at the center of the line. Exactly at the center among these 13 persons means M must be at the, M cannot be at the 7th place. Now, in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, M. M cannot be at the 7th place. As M cannot be at this place, now we are left with only one possibility to this M. Are you getting the answer or not? What is the answer we are getting here? The position of M. Position of M is 3 and 13th position from the left hand. Hence, only 2 alone is sufficient. Only 2 alone choice, please. Only 2 alone, question number 18, choice 5 is the answer. The data in 2 alone is required or sufficient, that is choice 5. Then question number 19. Now, in this question number 19, what is information here? How is R related to S? Now, the question is about what? How is this R related to whom? Related to S. How is this R related to S? This is how to represent the data. Now, in order to determine the answer, then what are the elements that are to be, which statement to be considered? K has only 2 children F and S. As K has only 2 children F and S, F is married to B, F and B are married couple, S is married to T, S and T are married couple, and R is the only granddaughter of K. As R is the only granddaughter of K, R can be either here or R can be the child of B and F. Hence, how this R related to S? R can be either the daughter or the niece. If R is the child of F, then niece is the answer. Or if R is the child of S, daughter is the answer. We are getting two different answers. R can be either the daughter or the niece of this S. Hence, as you are getting two different answers, one alone is not sufficient. Done with this? Then coming to condition number 2. A has only one child. R is the only granddaughter of, and A has only one child B. As A has only one child B, A has only one child B, R is the only granddaughter of A. as R is the only granddaughter of A has only one child, and this R must be the daughter of B. Are you agreeing this one or not? Only one child is there, and this person is the granddaughter of A. Hence, this R must be the daughter of this B. And B is married to F. As B is married to F, S is the only brother of F. As S is the only brother of F, then how is this R related to S? S sibling is F, though the gender of F is not known, or S sibling is F, sibling's daughter. Sibling's daughter is niece. Are we getting a unique answer or not? And with the help of condition number 2 alone, I am getting a unique answer that R is the niece of S. Isn't it? Hence, what is your answer? Only 2 alone is sufficient. Only 2 alone is sufficient choice. 2 is the answer. With the help of 1, R can be the daughter, R can be the niece. But with the help of condition number 2, this R is the only, R is the niece of S. Only one answer, choice 2. And this is about question number 19. Then question number 20. Now in this 20th, how we stop coded in the given code language, coding and decoding. Now in this one, stop coded in the given code language, stop the work now and stop to take break. Stop to take break. Now tell me in statement 1 alone, which word is common here? Stop is the only word which is common. As only one word is common, hence one code will be common. Hence I can able to determine the code for this stop. Are you agreeing this one or not? Hence 1 alone is sufficient. As 1 alone is sufficient, then coming to condition number 2. Now in condition number 2 in the code language, stop and wait today. Stop and wait today, and wait today. And wait today, and wait today, it also and wait and today are the 3 words common. As 3 words are common in this one, and wait are today, 3 codes are common between these two. Hence what is left over here? Stop is the only word left over. As stop is the word left over, I can able to determine the code for stop or not. Hence 1 alone is sufficient, 2 alone. And I am not bothered about what the answer or what the code for this stop. Because in the data sufficiency, we are not bothered about what the answer is. And rather than we check out whether the given information is sufficient or not to determine a unique answer. Here I can able to determine the answer that itself is sufficient. Hence what is your answer here? Both the conclusions, either 1 alone or 2 alone is sufficient, that is choice 4. Question number 20, it is choice 4 is the answer. Done with this, and this is about data sufficiency. Then question number 21st. Now in this 21st, how many meaningful English words can be found with the help of these 4 letters D, N, W, A? Yes, tell me what are the words that can be formed? D, A, W, and dawn, isn't it? And what is the other one? W, A, and a wand. Hence 2 words that can be formed. Yes, what do you mean by this word wand? Wand means a long stick, isn't it? A thin long stick is called as wand. Hence 2 words can be formed. As 2 words can be formed, choice 2 is the answer. 21st, it is choice 2. Done? Then next one. Question number 22. Now in this question number 22, now it is based on critical reasoning. Read the following information carefully and answer the question which follows. A famous sports person. A famous sports person has blamed. Now he is blaming that ever since the jury changed 3 years ago, ever since the jury had changed 3 years ago, the national awards for sports have lost their sanctity and are being given away without taking the players' merit into consideration. Now his claim is that the awards, whatever the national awards these people are giving, they are not giving on merit based. That's what his claim is. Now from when? Then since the jury changed 3 years ago. From the last 3 years, these people with the new committee, in that new committee in that jury, these people are not giving the national awards according to their merit, isn't it? That's what his claim. Then which of the following statements most appropriately challenges the player's intention? Challenges the player's intention means it is against the player's intention. That means it is weakens the above argument, isn't it? Then when can we challenge this one? Only when you are not agreeing mine, isn't it? Hence it is weakens. Now weakens means what is his claim here? His claim is that from the last 3 years, this jury is not giving the awards on a merit base. Now, in order to show this one weekends, now we should prove that a case wherein they have given it properly and cheppali, isn't it? Now, the government is contemplating discontinuing the awards. Now, whatever this government is thinking about this one, no information given about this. One is ruled out. The player himself was awarded the same award last year and accepted it gladly. Now, sir, last year and accepted it gladly. Now, if this person believes that from the last 3 years, if the jury is not awarding the awards properly, but whereas last year this person got and he himself took that one gladly. That means he agreed that they have given properly. Now, he is claiming that they have not given properly. Hence, his claim is wrong. Then what is your answer here? Choice 2 is the answer. Are you following this one or not? వాడు ఏమంటున్నాడు లాస్ట్ 3 years నుంచి వాళ్ళు సరిగ్గా ఇవ్వట్లేదు, మెరిట్ బేస్ మీద ఇవ్వట్లేదు అన్నాడు. ఇప్పుడు వాడు చెప్పిన స్టేట్మెంట్ మనం ఛాలెంజ్ చేయాలి అనుకుంటే అప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలి? వాడు చెప్పిన స్టేట్మెంట్ తప్పుని ప్రూవ్ చేయాలి. కానీ లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ వీడికి ఏమైంది? లాస్ట్ ఇయరే వీడికి అవార్డు వచ్చిందంట. ఆ అవార్డు వచ్చిన అవార్డు కూడా ఏమైపోయింది? వీడు చాలా ఆనందంగా తీసుకున్నాడు. అంటే వీడి ఉద్దేశం ప్రకారం అప్పుడైతే బాగానే ఇచ్చారు, కానీ వీడు అంటుంది ఏంటి 3 years నుంచి ఇవ్వట్లేదు అన్నాడు. హెన్స్ ఇట్ ఈజ్ ఛాలెంజింగ్ హిస్ క్లెయిమ్. క్లియర్ నౌ? దెన్ వాట్ ఇస్ ద ఆన్సర్ హియర్? 2 is the answer. And choice 3. If you check out choice 3, 90% of these awards were received by players of more popular sports. Now, is there any information regarding this one, which type of sports these persons are getting the awards? No information. In the statement, nothing has been said about for which type of sports they are awarding this. Hence, the third one is straight away ruled out. Then fourth one, the jury which decides these awards consists of only 55% sportsmen. Now, as 55% of sportsmen is there, that means this jury is having more than 50%, it is the majority people are having, isn't it? Then fifth one, a former player from the same sport had also made a similar accusation in the past. In the past means he has made, isn't it? That means it is supporting his claim, but not challenging his claim. Then what is your answer here? Finally, choice 2. And this is about 22. Then coming to question number 23, while solving these questions on critical reasoning, what am I doing here? If you observe here, I am underlining some of the words. Why am I underlining this one? These are nothing but the key terms, because the final conclusions will be based on those key terms only. Hence, while solving this one, please try to underline the important words or the key terms. Then 23rd. Now, in this 23, the government is promoting. What this government is doing here? The government is promoting, it is promoting innovation and development in the food processing industry. Now, this government is promoting innovation as well as development, isn't it, in the food processing industry. And what is the main objective behind this one? In order to reduce wastage, ensure value addition, and generate additional employment opportunities as well as export earnings, and thus lead to better socio-economic conditions of whom? Of millions of farm families. Now, the main objective behind this one to promote innovation and development in this food industry is what? Food processing industry is what? What is the main objective behind this one? In order to better the socio-economic conditions of millions of farm families. ఈ ఫార్మర్స్ ఎవరైతే ఉన్నారో ఓకే మిలియన్స్ ఆఫ్ ఫార్మర్స్ వాళ్ళందరూ కండిషన్ మనకి ఇంకా ఇంప్రూవ్ చేయడానికి వీళ్ళందరూ చేస్తున్నారు. ద గవర్నమెంట్స్ ఆబ్జెక్టివ్. దెన్ however means today the situation is such that only the educated farmers are making use of new technologies. Only the educated farmers are making use of new technologies to increase production and meet the international quality standards, while those who are not educated are still stuck with the traditional methods of farming. Now, here what is the problem today? Those who are educated farmers are there, only those farmers are getting benefited. But whereas the main objective of the government is to get benefit for all the farmers, not only for only the educated farmers. Then the problem is the uneducated farmers are not getting benefit by this one. That is the problem. Course of action means now we should find a solution to this problem. Then whatever the course of action you have taken should make these uneducated farmers to get benefited by this. That is the perfect course of action. Follow avutunnara leda course of action. అందుకే కోర్స్ ఆఫ్ యాక్షన్ చేసినప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలి? ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఐడెంటిఫై చేయండి, ఫైనల్ సొల్యూషన్ చేయండి. ఏది మనం ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేస్తే ఆ సొల్యూషన్ వస్తుందో అది మనకి ఫైనల్ కోర్స్ ఆఫ్ యాక్షన్. ఇక్కడ ప్రాబ్లం ఏమేమి చెప్పండి? అన్ఎడ్యుకేటెడ్ ఫార్మర్స్కి అయితే బెనిఫిట్ రావట్లేదు. ఫైనల్గా మనకి ఏం కావాలి? అన్ఎడ్యుకేటెడ్ ఫార్మర్స్ కూడా బెనిఫిట్ రావాలి. అంటే వీళ్ళకి మనం ఎటువంటి కోర్స్ ఆఫ్ యాక్షన్ ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేస్తే వీళ్ళకి కూడా బెనిఫిట్ వస్తుందో చూడండి. Then first one, the government should compel. Now the word compel. What do you mean by this word compel? Means it should force. We cannot make this one because it creates some other problems, isn't it? That means it is a negative course of action. And just because of this word, we can compel all the farmers that too. That means it is a negative course of action. Straight away we can rule out this. Now this is what the advantage we have by identifying the key terms. In the second one, all farmers should be compelled. Again, all the farmers should be compelled. This is again ruled out. We cannot force them. And the third one, the government should organize various programs and follow up. See here, organizing the programs and again following up should also be there. Follow up sessions to introduce the farmers with what? To new technologies of agriculture. That means creating awareness among these people and creating some programs regarding this one. Training programs of agriculture and to ensure the implementation of the techniques. Now sir, two cases. What are those two? First, they should be trained properly. At the same time, ensure whether they are following that one or not. By doing so, what happens here? All the farmers will get benefited or not, irrespective of whether that person is educated or uneducated. Hence, what is your answer here? Third one is the answer. By implementing the third one, we can definitely ensure all the farmers will get benefit by this government's objective. Clear now? Hence, what is your answer? Choice 3 is the answer. Hence, question number 23, it is choice 3. This is how to look into the questions on critical reasoning or courses of action. Clear? Then, because these days, in the clerical examination as well, has started giving at least some 4 to 5 questions of this model. And question number 24 and 25. Now 24 and 25, what is given in this one? 24 and 25 is based on blood relation. Now 24 and 25, what is given in this? Tell me. Now M is the sister of A, M is the sister of A can be written like this, and M is married to D, as M is a female and D is a male. M is married to D, and D is the son-in-law of S. As D is the son-in-law of S, hence S should be here. D is the son-in-law of S. S daughter's husband is D. D is the son-in-law of S. A is the father of J. This A is the father of J can be written like this. A is the father of J. J is the sister of Q. J is the sister of Q. And this is how we can able to represent the given data. How is P related to Q? How is P related to P is the father of A. Now P is the father of M is the sister of A, and P is the father of A. P is the father of whom? P is the father of. As P is the father of A, hence this P and S got married. S is the mother of A, isn't it? S is the mother of A. Then how is P related to Q? Q's father is a father's father. Father's father is grandfather. That is choice 4. Then question number 25. Now in this 25, how is D related to A? How is this D related to A? A's sister is M, sister's husband. Sister's husband is brother-in-law. Brother-in-law, that is choice 3. Question number 24, 25, 4 and 3 are the choices to these two questions. Then 26 to 30. Then question numbers 26 to 30. Now in this question numbers 26 to 30, what is given here? Odd number of persons, some 9 persons were given. Hence, whenever odd number of persons is given, if you observe here, there is no statement regarding opposite and no question will be asked on opposite, because opposite is not possible in the case of odd number of persons, isn't it? Hence, please do not get worried about how to draw the diagram, isn't it? You can fix that 9th person at any place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you can place the 9th person somewhere here. Okay, need not necessarily be either to the left hand side or right hand side. Do not get bothered about. You can fix this person at any place. Then, what is information here? Q sits out to the left of T. As T is here, Q sits out to the left of T, Q will be here. Q sits out to the left of T, Only two people between Q and L. Only two people between Q and L. Right hand side is not possible because T is already there, hence L must be at this place. Are you following or not? Only two people between Q and L. Next one. O sits third to the right of S. What is this O? O is seated third to the right of S. O sits third to the right of S can be written like this. O sits third to the right of S. Only three people between O and L. As only three people between O and L, now O can be at this place, three people between O and L, O can be left hand side or O can be at this place. Isn't it? There are two possibilities for this O. As there are two possibilities to this one, only three people, O sits to the third to the right of S. As O is third to the right of S, O sits third to the right of S, isn't it? Only two people between Q and L, O sits third to the right of S. As O is seated third to the right of S, then where can this S be? S. And S is the immediate neighbor of M. As S is the immediate neighbor of M, S is not an immediate neighbor of L. Now, sir, as S is not an immediate neighbor of L, S cannot be here and S cannot be here. Are you following or not? As S cannot be in these two places, S and M are immediate neighbors, S can be at this place, then M will be here. If S is here, O is to the right hand side of S is not possible. O sits third to the right of S. Then O sits third to the right of S, O must be somewhere here, which is not possible. Hence S cannot be here. As S cannot be here, what is the only possibility? S at this place. If S is here, O cannot be here, then O must be at this place. Are you following or not? O sits third to the right of S. S is not an immediate neighbor of L, and S and M are adjacent to each other. M will be at this place. Only three people between O and L, S is the immediate neighbor of M. N sits third to the left of P. As N is seated third to the left of P. As N sits third to the left of P, then what is the possibility here? N must be at this place. Third to the left of P, P will be at this place. Clear now? Now P is here, S, N at this place. Then who is the person left over? Tell me. Now the person who is left over here, L, M, N, O. L, M, N, O, P, Q, S and T. Hence R is the person left over, and this R must be in between L and P. Are you following this one or not? Then question number 26. Now in this question number 26, 4 among the following pairs. As shall I explain the questions or not required? 26 to 30 questions. Now this is the final arrangement, to write down the final arrangement. Because we are running out of time, okay? Question numbers 26 to 30, this is the final arrangement. Hence, whenever odd number of persons were there, please do not get bothered about how to draw the diagram. You can fix that additional person at any place. Then 26 to 30 and 31 to 35. Now in this question numbers 31 to 35. Now in this 31 to 35 and 36 to 40. Now 31 to 35. 1 minute. Now in this one, the relation between O and P. Yes, what is the relation between O and P? Tell me. O and P. P is here, O is here, O is in the second statement, P is there at the first statement. What is the letter which is common? A is common. P lesser than or equals to A, P lesser than or equals to A lesser than O. Lesser than or equals to lesser than. What is your answer here? P lesser than O greater than P is definitely true, isn't it? Then coming to the next one, P and C. Now between P and C there is 1 lesser than, 1 greater than, two opposite symbols, no relation. And so only one follows, only one, and it is given in choice. Only one choice, only one choice 4. Hence question number 31, it is choice 4. Then coming to 32, the relation between L and B. Yes, what is the relation between L and B here? Lesser than, greater than, two opposite symbols between L and B. As two opposite symbols, no relation can be drawn. Then the relation between L and Q. Between L and Q, 1 lesser than, 1 greater than, again two opposite symbols, no relation. Hence neither 1 nor 2, choice 5. Question number 32, it is choice 5. Then coming to 33, now in this 33, the relation between K and L. L is here, K is here. What is the letter which is common here? A is common. A equals to L. Now in the place of A, we can take it as L. L lesser than K is true. That means K greater than L. K lesser than or equals to L is false. Then coming to the next one, P lesser than K. Now P and K, what is the element which is common here? A is common. P lesser than or equals to A lesser than K, lesser than or equals to lesser than is common. P lesser than K definitely true, and so only 2 follows. only 2, and it is given in choice 5. 33 choice 5. Then 34. Now in this 34, the relation between S and T. Between S and T, greater than is the only symbol which is common. S greater than T, definitely true. And the next one, J lesser than H. Now J lesser than H, J and H. Which element is common here? C is common. Now C greater than or equals to J, isn't it? And H greater than C. H greater than C greater than or equals to J. Then what is the conclusion between H and J? H greater than J is true. As H greater than J, J lesser than H is true. Both the conclusions follow, and it is given in choice 5. 34 choice 5. Then coming to 35. Now question number 35, the relation between H and T. T here, H here. Again, what is the letter which is common? H is common. H greater than C, C greater than T, hence H greater than T, definitely true. Then second one, S and H. Between S and H, S greater than C, and now sir, greater than, here C is lesser than. Two opposite symbols, no relation, and equal to is not there between these two. This is straight away ruled out. Then what is your answer? Only one follows, only one, choice 4. Now this is about question numbers 31 to 35. Then 36 to 40. Now in this 36 to 40, it comes under which category? 36 to 40, coding and decoding. Now the first two statements, if you compare, good road and infrastructure, road must for development. What is the word which is common between these two? Road is the word which is common. And what is the code common here? JO. And the code to the word road is JO. Only one word is common and only one code is common. Then compare the first and the third. Good and infrastructure. Infrastructure is the word which is common between. Then what is the code common here? TI. And the code to the word infrastructure is TI. Infrastructure. And the code is TI. TI. Then the first and the fourth. Good and end. Good and end. Is there any word common here? No word is common between these two. Hence good and end. These two will be what? The codes for these two will be good and end. We cannot able to find out the individual codes, and the codes for these two will be AG or NA in any order. Clear now? Now this is about question number. Now comparing the first one with the remaining three statements 2, 3 and 4. Then compare the second and the third. Must for development, and must is the word which is common between these two, the second and the third, must and must. And what is the code which is common here? The code is RUSAPY. PY is common, and the code for must is PY. Next one, compare for development second and the fourth. For is the word which is common, and RUSA, RU is common, hence for is RU. If for is RU, now in the second one development is left over, and the code for this development is what? Development is SA. Now we can able to determine the codes for all the four words in statement 2. Then the third and the fourth, economy and improve. Now improve is the word which is common between these two. As improve is common, then what is the code which is common here? Improve is common, and FMDR. DR is common between these two. And the code for improve is DR, isn't it? DR is improve. Then what is the other thing left over here? Then in the third one, economy is left over. And what is the code to this word economy? Economy is FM. FM is here. Hence third one, economy is FM. But as in the fourth sentence, facility and funding are the two words which are left over. Facility and funding. For these two, individual codes cannot be identified, and the codes could be anything between HD and FG in any order. Clear now? These are the words and their corresponding codes. Then, which of the following represents for development? For what is the code for this? For RU, and development is what? Development is SA. RU, SA in any order. RU, SA in any order, choice 3. Again, the codes need not necessarily be in the same order. Done? Choice 3. Then question number 37. And what is the code for improve? What is the code for improve? DR. DR, that is given in choice 2. And 38. What is the code for economy? Economy is FU. FM. FM is given in choice 1, 38 choice 1. And 39. Which of the following may represent funding may? May means a possibility. Funding facility provided. Funding could be either funding and facility HD, FG in any order. HD or FG in any order for these two. And provided, what is the code for this provided? Is there any word provided? No word provided. And the code for this provided should be any codes other than the given codes. Hence, that is the very basic reason why the word may is used. Hence, HDFG and HDFG, tell me how many are common here? HD and FG. HDFG choice 2 can be your answer. HDFG choice 4 can be your answer. And choice 5 can be your answer among these. Then choice 4, tell me whether choice 4 can be your answer or not. HDFG NA. Can NA be the code for provided? No. Why? NA is the code for either good or and, but not for provided, hence choice 4 is ruled out. Then coming to this choice 5, HD and FG, PY. Now this PY cannot be the code for provided because PY is the code for must, but cannot be the code for this one, hence this also cannot be your answer. Now finally we are left with the choice 2. Now in choice 2, KP. Now check out here, KP is nowhere given the code for any one of these words, hence KP could be the code for provided. Hence what is your answer here? Choice 2 is the answer, 39. Then question number 40, and what does the code NA stands for? The code NA stands for what? NA stands for either good or end. Good or end, choice 5. Done with this? Now this is about paper number 8, 1 to 40, reasoning. Any doubts in these 40 questions, first 40? Then, as anything else? 76 to 80, question number 76 to 80, 76 to 80 number series. Any doubts in these 5? Make it fast, 76 to 80. Now question number 76 to 80. Now the numbers are increasing at a very smaller rate. Now the differences. What is the difference? 2. Here the difference is 6. Next one. Here the difference is 12. Next one is so much. Next difference is 20. As 2, 6, 12, 20 can be written as 2 can be written as 1 into 2, and 6 can be written as 2 into 3, and this 12 can be written as 3 into 4, and 20 can be written as 4 into 5, and the next one is 5 into 6. What is 5 into 6? 30. And 250 plus 30, 280, that is choice 5. Or these numbers can also be written as 1 square plus 1 is 2, 2 square plus 2 is 6, and 3 square plus 3 is 12, 4 square plus 4 is 20, 5 square plus 5 is 30. In either way you will get the same answer. That is choice 5. Then question number 77. Now in this 77, it started with 123, now it is ending with 3000. The numbers are increasing at a very faster rate, hence it must be under product or combination. Now in this product or combination, now 123 and this one. Now 123 and 239 cannot be related in the product, hence it must be under combination only. Then how to represent the data in the combination? 123 into 2 is so much? Into 2, 246 minus 7. And again, here if you check out here into 2, 935 into 2, 1870 minus 7 is 1863. Into 2 minus 7 is constant. And similarly here also into 2 minus 7. 9 into 2, 18 minus 7. The last digit must be 1. Among the given choices, the last digit 1 is given in choice 3 itself. No need to find out the entire number. Done? And choice 3 is the answer. Into 2 minus 1, into 2 minus 1, into 2 minus 1. Then question number 78. Now 10 and 5.5 number once decreased. Whenever it is decreased once and again increasing, it must be under 0.5 or 1 multiplication. Now 10 and 5.5, how to express this one? 10 into 0.5 is 5 plus 0.5 is 5.5. Next one, 5.5 and 6.5 into 1 plus 1, 6.5. And 6.5 into how much? Into 1.5 plus 1.5 is 11.25. 11.5 into 2 plus how much? Into 2. 11.25 into 2 is 22.5 plus 2 is 24.5. Among the given choices, 24.5 given in choice 4 itself. Hence, question number 78, it is choice 4. Then 79. 79, 15, 16. Now 484, 2445. Numbers suddenly increased. Hence, it must be under multiplication or combination. Now in this one, how can you express this one? 15, 16, 36, blank, 484 and 2445. Yes, so how to express this one? Now again in the case of combination, 15 and 16 cannot be related in the multiplication. Hence it must be under combination. Again, in the case of combination, we should always try at the highest numbers, because there we will have only one possibility. 484 and 2445. 484 into 5 is how much? That is 2420, isn't it? 2420 plus 25. Now this is into 5 plus 25. The remaining must be into 1 plus 1 square, into 2, 16 into 2 is how much? 32 plus 4, 36, into 1 plus 1 square, into 2 plus 2 square, and the next one into 3 plus 3 square. 36 into 3, 108 plus 9, how much? 117, and it is given in choice 3. And the next one into 4 plus 16 and so on, 79. Then question number 80, 12, 60, 124. Yes, how to write this one? Again 252 to 508. How to express this one? 12, 60, 12 blank 60, 124 and 252 and 508. Now in this one, 60 into 2, 120 plus 4 is 124, 124 into 2, 248 plus 4, 252, 252 into 2, how much? 504 plus 4, 508, into 2 plus 4, into 2 plus 4 is common, and 12 into 2 plus 4 is how much? 28. 28 into 2 plus 4, 60, and the missing number is 28. 28 choice 2. Done with this? Now this is about question number 76 to 80. Now paper number 8, as of now we have done with question numbers 1 to 40 and 76 to 80. And the next is quant.